Did you know the average American relies on 3 to 4 income sources, and dividend income could be one of them? Imagine having a steady stream of income without working an extra hour. How much would that change your life? Join me on Simply Money. Welcome back to Simply Money. Dividend income isn't just for the wealthy. It's a powerful tool for anyone striving for financial independence. In this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate your ideal dividend income target so you can plan your way to financial freedom. Okay, here's the challenge. Most people don't know how much dividend income they actually need. They invest blindly without aligning their portfolio with their personal financial goals. Without a clear target, it's hard to know if you're saving enough or overshooting and delaying your independence unnecessarily. The old trap of, I'll work one more year, and you waste your most valuable asset, time. We're going to look at how to calculate your dividend income needs and how your investing will play into achieving this income goal that you have. To set your ideal dividend income target, you need to consider 3 factors. Number 1 is your expenses. Start by understanding your annual cost of living. If you need $40,000 a year to cover your expenses, that's your baseline. For example, if you plan for a comfortable retirement, factor in extras like travel or hobbies. So maybe $40,000 is your baseline, but you need another $10,000 to travel and do some of the hobbies you have. But first, know what your baseline is. This is what you need to survive on, your income essentials. Number 2 is an investment strategy. Dividend yields vary by stocks and by ETFs. Are you investing in high yield stocks or are you balancing growth and income? Check out the video I did here on my 5 favorite ETFs on how to combine growth and income. A portfolio yielding 4% annually requires $1 million invested to generate $40,000 of dividends. And that's important to understand. And $1 million for a lot of people may be out of reach. So there's other things you'll have to consider. But we're just going to use this as an example so you understand how it's calculated and why we would want dividend income to be a vital source in our retirement. And the third thing you need to consider is risk tolerance. Higher yields often mean higher risk. Consider if your portfolio mix aligns with your ability to weather market fluctuations. If the beta is way above 1, you're going to have a bumpier ride along the way. The beta is below 1, means you're going to have a little less volatile ride and things won't go as high nor as low. It's going to be a smoother ride along the way. They're all going to have some volatility, but how much volatility is what you need to base your risk tolerance on. What can you withstand? How well do you sleep at certain levels of risk? How well can you live your retirement, your financial independence? Is it going to stress you out to where you're not in a healthy place or you're panicking and you end up selling when you shouldn't and making all sorts of psychological mistakes? That is where your risk tolerance comes in. And assessing these factors helps you create the target that it's achievable and sustainable for your lifestyle. Again, not my lifestyle, not your friend's lifestyle, but your lifestyle. You have to figure out what is best for your lifestyle. Here's the formula. Annual dividend income divided by dividend yield equals required portfolio size. It's pretty simple math. But let's break it down. If you need $50,000 annually and your portfolio has an average yield of 4%. Now remember, you might be diversified and have many different sources in your portfolio. Maybe you have JEPQ, maybe you have SCHD. JEPQ pays 9 or 10%. SCHD pays 3.5%. Maybe you have FXAIX, which pays, I think it's like 1.5%. What is your average yield of your entire portfolio? And if your portfolio has an average yield of 4%, divide 50,000 by 0.04 That means you'll need 1.25 million invested to hit your goal. But also remember, this formula is flexible. You can adjust it based on changing goals, yields, or risk preferences. And if you're not understanding the importance of dividends, think about it this way. And again, for a lot of people, $1.25 million may be out of reach. And you might be like, oh, I'm going to click this guy off. This is another one of those videos saying you need millions of dollars to retire. This isn't saying that's what you need to be financially independent. We're saying if you need $50,000 and you want to live off dividends alone, remember, you're not touching the principal because the dividends are paying that $50,000. You're not drawing down your principal because remember, if you're in good ETFs and your yield is growing to keep up with inflation and the price appreciation is growing, then your portfolio isn't just maintaining, it's actually growing. So one of the things to remember is this is for those that want to live on dividends alone and not ever touch their principal. So if $50,000 is what you need to live on, the 1.25 million is what you need to live on dividends alone and never touching the principal. But you could maybe have less than that. Let's just say half of that, $600,000. Now your dividends are going to be $25,000. Means you have to find $25,000 elsewhere, maybe a pension, maybe Social Security, or maybe you begin drawing down some of your principal. All sorts of formulas, but we're looking strictly to have dividend income and what it requires for certain numbers. That's it. That's the formula. It could be to supplement. Maybe you want $10,000 in dividends, or you want to live solely off dividends, so you need the full $50,000. That's where you need to set back in the 3 steps. What are your goals? What is your investing goal, and where do you want to be? Setting your ideal dividend income target is the foundation of smart financial planning. By understanding your expenses, investment strategy, and risk tolerance, you can create a clear, actionable goal that moves you closer to financial independence. What's your dividend income goal? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your plans. And if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications of our next video that will come out. And we appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time on Simply Money. Intro.